The Stacks token is up over 600% last year, so you know we probably have to cover it and tell you what you have to know about the Stacks token and why I think should be on your radar as well. In this video, we'll walk you through the basics of what the project does, some of its price history, and why I'm personally so bullish on it. And if you like this type of educational content, make sure you subscribe to the Jam Crypto channel and hit the like button. But remember, my content is not financial advice and I'm merely sharing what I found during my research process. So with that out of the way, let's dive right in. So first of all, why Stacks stands out in the blockchain world and what caused the huge price increase. Like other blockchains, Stacks supports smart contracts, making it suitable for dApps and NFTs. However, its unique feature is with its connection with Bitcoin. Stacks transforms the Bitcoin blockchain into a programmable platform, unlike most blockchains like Ethereum, which are built from scratch. Stacks benefits from Bitcoin's robust security because its transactions settle on the Bitcoin blockchain. Additionally, even though Stacks is a separate blockchain, its dApps can interact with Bitcoin. So to give you a better TLDR, here are some of the key features of Stacks. First of all, it employs a proof of transfer consensus mechanism. This method recycles Bitcoin's proof of work system, making Stacks scalable and decentralized without adding to the environmental concerns. Secondly, Stacks uses microblocks to speed up transactions. While it follows Bitcoin's block times, the division into microblocks shortens processing time from minutes to seconds. Thirdly, is with its unique smart contract language called Clarity. Clarity allows users to create their own transaction conditions, offering more flexibility than other smart contract language limited to predefined conditions. The Clarity language is also a popular option for developers. Quoted from Masari, a report from Electric Capital in 2022 shows that Stacks is one of the top 30 projects most used by developers. The steady growth in the use of smart contracts is also a good indicator for Stacks' ecosystem. In 2022, Stacks has a compound annual growth rate of 90% in smart contract usage. And when it comes to the STX token, it was first introduced in 2019 and the team worked closely with the SEC, obtaining official approval for the sale of the STX tokens. And within the same year, Stacks had over 300 apps up and running. That's really something remarkable, I would say. Then in early 2021, with the launch of Stacks 2.0, the network kicked it up a notch by going fully decentralized and moved away from being classified as a security. So the token STX is used to pay for transaction and can be logged directly on the network to earn BTC rewards. This process is called stacking instead of the usual term staking. The total supply of the STX token is 1.82 billion with a predictable future supply that halves every 4 years, just like Bitcoin. The total STX supply will reach its maximum by 2050. So, after dumping so much information to you guys, personally, I have a few reasons why I like Stacks. First, and the most obvious one, is that it is the leading Bitcoin layer 2. This is always going to give them a fast mover advantage, and I also believe that the project is going to benefit hugely from the Bitcoin spot ETF, especially in the long haul. Since it's a layer 2, it's going to integrate well with the ordinals or BRC20 narratives as well. If you don't know what BRC20 is, it is an other type of Bitcoin NFT, and our team does believe it has a moonshot chance to even outshine the typical ordinals. To understand my points behind this claim, I'll advise you to check out our exclusive video on BRC20. Anyway, so that's with BRC. For now, let's come back to the correlation between ordinals and Stacks. STX surged in the aftermath of the hype around Bitcoin ordinals back in February 2023. Stacks has native functionality to mint NFTs and is tipped to become a lot more popular if Bitcoin ordinals are here to stay. In the upgrade of Nakamoto, further speed and scalability upgrades would be introduced, especially speed of confirmation related improvements. This will reduce scalability and reduce latency for transactions on Stacks. Stacks proponents are betting on the blockchain to channel a lot more users to the Bitcoin ecosystem. For example, crypto VC fund North Rock LP is building a position in Stacks because it sees Stacks like a Bitcoin layer 2 that can increase the utility of Bitcoin as a settlement layer and solve the Bitcoin security dilemma. Moreover, Stacks has fairly good tokenomics while 80% of the total supply is in circulation. That's another green flag for me. And in terms of its potential price target, there's a lot of room for Stacks to grow. Stacks is still a relative newcomer to the blockchain space. As of now, Stacks has 55 million in TVL on its platform. Out of the entire DeFi ecosystem, the TVL on Stacks platform is still less than 0.1% of the entire TVL of 57 billion. So this basically means that Bitcoin layer 2 is still a baby in comparison to the whole DeFi sector. And if you are looking for even more DeFi plays, you can have a look at the projects that are building on Stacks. Based on the data from DeFi Llama, Alex dominates 80% of Stacks protocol with a TVL of 44 million. Alex is a DeFi protocol on Stacks network compared to Uniswap on the Ethereum network. Besides, there's Arkadiko, a MakerDAO-like lending platform, and StackSwap, which is the first Stacks built on Stacks. But remember, these are all the more smaller caps projects, so be aware of the higher risk involved, and I do have to express my concern for this sector before you decide to ape in. Stacks is still relatively new to the blockchain space and needs a lot of development in its ecosystem. In addition, Stacks is highly dependent on Bitcoin, so if a Bitcoin crash occurs, Stacks becomes the most affected blockchain. Another limitation I see is that the significant surge in the value of Stacks was triggered by ordinals alone. This strong correlation implies that Stacks would likely only perform well if ordinals garner attention. However, the issue at hand is that ordinals are still quite new, facing numerous challenges and skepticism from the community. It remains to be seen whether Stacks and Bitcoin NFTs can sustain the positive momentum in the long run. But after considering both the opportunities and risks in this project, here's what I will personally do. The Stacks token definitely has more utility than the straight-up meme coin Audi. So if I'm making my smaller caps bet, I would much rather place my money into Stacks than Audi simply because one has fundamentals and the other doesn't. And since Stacks is the leading layer 2 of Bitcoin, it almost guarantees to have the fast mover advantage when it comes to price action. Anyways, that's just what I'll personally do, and I'm only sharing what I found from my research. However, if you do want to invest in Stacks, make sure you place your tokens into a cold wallet for security. This is super important, especially after seeing exchanges crash down, so I always encourage my viewers to take custody. So if you've got yourself a bag of Stacks token, make sure to put it in a cold wallet or ledger or something. You can also use the link down in the description box below. And that will be all for today's content. Do let us know your thoughts on Stacks. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Tell us everything in the comment section below. In the meanwhile, if you also want more regular updates from me, do follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next one.